Welcome back to DS Irae. Last time we met this nice guy, priest, whatever, and Kazumi lost it. Totally lost it. Well, let's continue. In other words, yeah, I was right to dub her a complete idiot all those years. As such, I figured there'd be no objection to just leaving her here. Sorry. Something stuck in my throat again and I can't get it out. I shouldn't eat before I record. Either way, after all that, we ended up heading towards the church. Incidentally, Kazumi was so pissed at being left behind that she shot a nigh unbearable torrent of complaints at me, but the conversation was annoying, so its details hardly mattered. More importantly, while Father Trifa did seem a bit too laid back, the meek atmosphere exuding from his whole being truly was befitting of a priest. He was the kind of person you couldn't help but want to tease, but also the type that women and children were easily fond of. Though he seemed irresolute to guys like me, it was probably not enough to come off as unpleasant. With his well-ordained, but not excessively gaudy appearance, meek tone, and somewhat unreliable impression, the image was perfect. Had it not been for the recent serial killings, he would have been treated much better. I wouldn't say we were close or anything, but I could sense a kind of natural virtue from him. In other words, to be frank, I had a decent enough impression of the man despite having just met him. It was rare for me to say that so bluntly. Considering how even I was feeling that way, Kazumi seemed to have taken a liking to him as well, naturally. It then hit me that the depression we were feeling up until we met the priest had long since dispersed. He managed to get rid of the pressure in my heart without any confessions or sermons, so he must have been quite the clergyman. While I busied myself with such thoughts, occasionally stealing a glance or two at the priest, we ended up arriving at our destination.
ここでいいんでしょ?
This should be far enough, right? This was the only church in town. I didn't really know its official name, but Himuro lived here.
Rea-san, いるかな?
Think Rea's home?
そりゃいるだろう。お客が来るから早く帰るとか言ってたし。
I'd guess so. She said she was expecting a guest and had to go home early.
神父さんは先輩の身内なんだろ?
Father Trifa, are you a relative of Himuro's?
身内というほどでもないですが、少なくとも私は彼女テレジアのことをよく知っていますよ。かれこれ10年ぶりくらいになりますかね。
We're not quite that close, but I know her. Teresia, that is, quite well, for about 10 years now, I believe. Teresia?
何それ?
What's that? Hearing that unfamiliar name prompted both me and Kazumi to tilt our heads in confusion.
ああ、失礼。今のは彼女の洗礼名です。
Oh, pardon me. That is her Christian name.
テレジア。彼女の誕生は私を含めた大勢にとって希望そのものでしたから。その感謝を込めてお送りした名前なんです。
The name means gift from God, as her birth was a miracle in of itself to many, including myself. She was given that name as our show of gratitude.
ってことは、神父様がレアさんの名付け親?
Which means that you were Ria's godfather?
そうなりますかね。彼女にとっては迷惑千万だったかもしれませんが。
Oh, sorry.
そんなことないと思いますけど。
Oh, sorry. I skipped that.
そうですね。便宜上、日本語向きに変えたものです。
Okay, so, which means that yeah, okay, indeed I am. She might consider that a great nuisance, however. I don't think that's true, but in that case, her current name is Ah, that. It was changed to sound more Japanese out of convenience.
そっか。ねえ、なんかいいこと聞いちゃったね。
I see. Hey, don't you think we picked up on quite a nugget of information?
どうしたの？
Thing
い
wrong?
や
I'm fine. Something felt a bit off. Looking at the priest, he seemed to be in his early 30s at most. Could he really have become Himaru's godfather? He had to be no more than a child at the time.
しかしこうしてここに来ると思い出してしまいますね。私とリザ、ここのシスターですが、一緒になってテレジアの世話をしたものです。なかなか彼女はおてんばでしてね。
But this place makes the memories come flooding back. Me and Lisa, the nun at this church, looked after Theresia together. I changed the pronunciation of her name all the time. I'm sorry. Theresia. She's quite a tomboy.
まだ立ち上がれもしないうちからちょっと目を離すとすぐどこかへ行ってしまうような女の子でした。私たちが必死になって探してみれば、マリア様の下で気持ちよさそうに寝ていたりとか。いやはや、全く手を焼きましたよ。
Even before she learned to walk, she was the kind of girl who would go off somewhere the moment you took off your eyes off her. Even for a second, we would desperately search for her only to find her sleeping peacefully under the statue of Mary. Quite the little handful she was.
そうなんですか。なんか想像できないですね。
Isn't that right? I'm having a hard time picturing it.
おう、だったら今のテレジアは立派な女性になったんでしょうね。そのあたりどうなんですか、藤井さん。
Oh, that must mean Theresia has grown up to be a fine young lady. What do you think, Mr. Fuji? Casimir and the priest continued talking cheerfully, not paying the slightest attention to my puzzled look.
まさかグレて悪い子になっちゃったりしたってことは。
Oh my, do not tell me she's fallen off the path and become a bad girl.
いえ、そんなことはないですから。
Ah, no, not at all.
ちょっとあんた、神父様を不安にさせちゃダメじゃない。
You there, stop making Father Trifa worry. I got scolded. Well, he did look like a warlord. In that sense, maybe he was older than he looked. Foreigners' ages were hard to tell from a glance anyway. Are they now?
ちょっと変わってるっちゃ変わってるけど、いい人ですよ。面白いし。
She's a bit of an oddball, but a good girl. She's interesting.
あれで結構コアなファンとかついてるみたいで。
Okay, fan base? Well, she's got quite the devoted fan base from what I've heard.
そうなの？
Really?
そうだよ。
Really? I sincerely hoped Casimir realized that acting surprised only made it sound like a lie.
一応人気者の部類には入るんじゃないかと。だから心配しなくても大丈夫。いや、むしろ心配するだけ無駄みたいな。
For now, she looks like she's popular in her own right, I guess. So you have nothing to worry about, or rather, worrying would be pretty pointless.
そうですか。それを聞いて安心しました。恥ずかしながら彼女には親にも似た感情を持っているものでしてね。
Is that right? It brings me quite relief to hear that. It is embarrassing, but I do consider her a daughter of sorts, you see.
きっと将来は美人さんになるだろうと信じて疑いませんでしたが、いや、そうですかそうですか。テレジアはやっぱり人気者になりましたか。
I believed from the bottom of my heart that she would grow up to become beauty, but she has become popular then. Such a joy to hear.
まあ、有名なのは確かだけど。
Well, she is indeed famous. Famous, yeah, as the one for the German, three quarters. Right, Japanese girl with a few screws loose who lived in a church. Though even the most moderate of people would have agreed that she qualified as beauty, she could probably receive the title of the true Miss Tsukino-saba on that aspect alone.
なあ、表ミス。
Right, public Miss Tsukino-saba.
はい？
Huh? According to the results of the popularity contest carried out each year by the boys of the school, this girl was the public Miss Tsukino-sawa, while Himuro was the secret one. Personally, I thought they all needed classes, but none of that really mattered now.
とにかくここまで来たんだし、話し込んでないでさっさと中に入ろうぜ。
Anyway, we've made it this far, so let's not get caught up chatting and head on in.
愛しのテレジアに早く会いたいだろ、神父さんも。
After all, you want to see your beloved Theresia as soon as possible, right, Father Trifa?
ええ、それはもう当然です。
Yes, of course.
まだ幼かった彼女を残してここを去るとき、身も世もなく泣かれましてね。私も一緒になって泣いたんですが、結局リザから叩き出されてしまいましたよ。あなたの目はなんだか危ないとか、そんな失礼極まる理由でです。
As a little girl, she cried heart-rending tears when I left her here. I wept as well, but Lisa eventually kicked me out, all for the reason that my eyes looked somewhat dangerous. The pinnacles of rudeness, would you not agree?
まったく、あの方は私を何だと思ってやがるんでしょうかね。よりによって10年以上もメキシコの辺境に飛ばされるとはさすがに予想しませんでしたよ。
Really now, what in the world does that woman believe I am? Who would have thought that she would transfer me to the frontier of Mexico for over a decade?
しかしですね、こうして帰ってきた以上はもう彼女の好きにはさせません。今後はこの私が責任持って。
But mark my words, now that I have returned, she will no longer have it her way. I will henceforth take responsibility.
テレジアをお風呂に入れてあげましょうとか、どうせそんなことを考えていらっしゃるんでしょう、あなたは。
And take a bath with Teresia? You were thinking something along those lines, were you not?
もちろんですって。
But of course, wait, oh? A female voice interrupted Father Trifa out of nowhere, prompting the priest to completely freeze
お
up.
かえりなさい、神父バレリア。相変わらず愉快なお話を熱動するのがお好きですね。なかなか楽しませていただきましたよ。
Welcome back, Father Valeria. Your ability to fabricate pleasant tales has not waned over the years, I see. It was quite entertaining. I'll leave that as the
あら、どうなされたんですか、神父様。お顔の色が優れませんね。よければお薬を差し上げますけど。
Oh, whatever is the matter, Father Valeria? Your face is looking quite pale, you know. I could give you some medicine if you'd like.
結構です。いや本当に。
I'm quite alright. No, I mean it.
それでつかぬことを伺いますが、一体どのあたりから私の話を。
This is quite an awkward question, but exactly how much of our conversation do you overhear?
そうですね。結局リザから叩き出されてしまいましたのあたりでしょうか。
Good question. I think it started with the Lisa eventually kicked me out part.
まったく人聞きの悪いことを言わないでくださいませんか。私はただレアの身の安全を憂慮しただけなんですけど。
Good heavens. Could you refrain from spouting such scandalous nonsense? I was simply concerned about Lea's safety, that's all. Sister Lisa approached the pale, shrinking Father Trifa with a wide grin. It definitely looked like she was enjoying this.
ねえ、あのシスターってあんな感じの人だったっけ。
Hey, you sure Sister Lisa was always like this?
多分こっちの方が素なんだろう。
This is probably her true self. Himuro said she was resting, but Sister Lisa came off lively, if anything, and her F-cups were more than I ever could have imagined.
ですから残念ながら神父様、 レアとお風呂は諦めてくださいましね。あなたもおっしゃっていたように彼女はもう淑女なので。
I am ever so sorry, Father Valeria, but kindly refrain from taking a bath with Irae, would you? Just as you said, she's a lady now.
それにそもそも
And while we're at that topic,
私、別に泣いたりしてない。泣いたのは、私にお風呂を断られたそっちの方だけ。
I didn't cry or anything. The only one crying was this man when I refused his offer to take a bath with him.
そんなことはないでしょう、テレジア。
You cannot be serious, Jurasia.
ちょっと待って。
Hold
つ
on
ま
a
りこの
second.
人が追い出されたのは、それまで一緒に風呂入ってた先輩に断られたのが原因だと？
So, in other words, the reason this guy was kicked out was because Himura refused to let him take a bath with her for the first time in her life?
ああ、なるほど。よく聞くタイプの話だね。ご愁傷様。
Ah, I see. You hear about this kind of thing a lot, huh? My condolences.
女の子は大人になるのが早いんですよ、神父バレリア。
Girls grow up so fast, don't they, Father Valeria?
ということだから、いつまでも恥ずかしいことをやってないで早く中に入りなさい。藤井君と綾瀬さんも一緒にどう？
Stop doing embarrassing things and hurry up inside. Fuji, Ayase, will you join us?
私たちもいいんですか？
Can we?
もちろん、手のかかる人のおもりで大変だったでしょ。夕食の用意もできてるわよ。
Of course, it's the least we could do for having you take care of our troubling guest. We could have dinner for you too.
どうする？レイ。
What should we do, Ren?
別に断る理由もないけど。
We don't really have a reason to refuse, but
あなた方は揃いも揃って、なぜ男の純情を分かってくださらないのですか？
no, how is no one able to understand the purity of a man's heart?
藤井さん、あなたなら私の気持ちを理解していただけますよね。以前はお嫁さんになるとまで言ってくれた愛娘から手のひら返したように冷たくされるこの切なさが。
Mr. Fuji, you understand me, do you not? The sheer pain of having the girl who once promised to become your bride suddenly turn her back on you.
いや、別に俺娘と風呂入りたいとか思わないし。
No, can't say I've ever thought of taking a bath with my daughter before. Besides, it wasn't like I even had a daughter to begin with, or a wife.
おお、なんたる無知、なんたる罪。神よ、この哀れな少年を許したまえ。彼は何も分かっていないだけなのです。
Ah, such ignorance, such sin, oh Lord. Forgive this poor boy, he merely fails to see light. Oh,
遠慮しないで。ぶっ飛ばしていいから。
no need to hold back. Punch him if you like. Oh, wrong button.
右の方を打たれたら左の方を差し出すのが好きな人よ。
He's fond of turning the other cheek, you know. That wasn't really it. More like... Had it not been for the recent serial killings, he would have been treated much better. I wouldn't say we were close or anything, but I could sense a kind of natural virtue from him. Seemed like I needed classes too. I couldn't help but feeling somewhat depressed by this sudden revelation. Well, after Ren got his eyes open, we can figure out what happens in the next part. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!